On October 4th, where they say they uncovered 22 printing press machines and various counterfeit items, branded with Gucci, Chanel, Prada, Dior, and Louis Vuitton.
Police just busted a counterfeit operation in which fake labels were being put on goods and then sold as Gucci products.
19 arrests, simultaneous raids, officers from the Metropolitan Police, HMRC, Home Office Immigration Enforcement and Westminster City Council trading standards moving through multiple London addresses before the city had finished its morning commute. Fake designer bags behind counter panels, counterfeit clothing stacked floor to ceiling in shop basements, illegal workers living on site in conditions hidden from the public, cash that should have been declared to HMRC sitting in drawers, bags and concealed compartments built into the walls of businesses that, from the pavement outside, looked like any other shop on any other London high street. This is what the crackdown on counterfeit networks operating across the capital looks like in June 2026. Not a headline, not a press conference, a quiet, multi-agency sweep. And what it exposes when the shutters come down is not disorganized petty crime. It is a professional, structured criminal economy operating in plain sight. And the numbers behind it are significantly larger than the arrests suggest. Before we go through every layer, the Camden pattern, the illegal factories, the money laundering system behind the goods, and what the NCA's own intelligence says about how deep this runs, let's be honest, these raids get a paragraph and a photo. Nobody joins the dots. Nobody explains why the same street gets raided 3 times in 3 months and the trade keeps coming back. That is why British front media exists. Subscribe now, because what follows is the complete picture. Reason number 1, Camden High Street has been raided repeatedly for years, and £13 million in counterfeit goods seized from one stretch of one street alone. This single fact tells you everything about the scale of what law enforcement is dealing with. Since August 2023, 14 people have been arrested for offences related to the sale and distribution of counterfeit goods during enforcement operations led by the Police Intellectual Property Crime Unit on Camden High Street alone, with counterfeit items worth an estimated total of £13 million seized. One street, £13 million, multiple raids. In July 2024, 6 people were arrested and counterfeit clothing, shoes, bags and watches worth an estimated £5 million were seized from a single shop basement on Camden High Street. Genuine products were sold on the ground floor. The counterfeits were downstairs, hidden in plain sight beneath a legitimate-looking retail operation. 2 months later, PIPCU and the Metropolitan Police raided a third Camden shop in 3 months and arrested 3 men, uncovering 2,700 counterfeit items. The detective sergeant leading those operations was direct. If you sell counterfeit goods to the public, you will be held to account. The shops kept opening. The goods kept coming back. By February 2025, City of London Police were again cutting open metal shutters on Camden High Street at dawn and emptying another shop of over 4,000 counterfeit luxury goods. This is not a problem being solved by individual raids. It is a supply chain being interrupted at street level while the warehouse and network behind it remains intact and operational. Reason number 2, the illegal factories shut down in this operation are not workshop backrooms. They are concealed professional production facilities with workers living inside them. When Operation Machinise investigators began entering businesses across the UK, they found something the public had not been told to expect. Officers discovered unsafe and squalid living conditions concealed within business premises. Workers living on site, hidden behind the public-facing section of businesses. Counterfeit and illicit goods were found hidden in modified compartments built behind tills or within walls, requiring specially trained sniffer dogs to locate. The NCA has documented what this looks like from the victim's perspective. Workers are told they will receive unspecified employment in the UK. They are brought here, their documents are confiscated, they work in production or retail, they sleep in the building. The NCA identifies workers living on site in accommodation hidden within commercial premises, camper vans in yards, outbuildings, modified storage rooms. The 19 Chinese nationals arrested in this operation include people facing immigration, counterfeit goods and money laundering charges. But inside the premises raided, there will also be individuals who were not there by choice. Operation Machinise investigators, across the national sweep, safeguarded 97 people in relation to potential modern slavery. The illegal factory is not just a manufacturing operation. It is also a detention facility dressed up as a retail business operating on a British high street. Reason number 3, Operation Machinise, the NCA's largest ever economic crime operation, has produced 924 arrests and £13 million seized, and the government has only just made it permanent. The London raid sits inside a national operation of a scale the British public has not been clearly told about. Operation Machinise 2, led by the NCA in November 2025, saw 2,734 premises visited and raided across the UK. 924 individuals were arrested. Over £13 million in suspected criminal proceeds was seized or restrained. The operation removed 111,097 harmful illegal vapes, 4.5 million illegal cigarettes, and 622 kilograms of illegal tobacco from circulation, alongside counterfeit goods, weapons, and cannabis, in a single month of coordinated enforcement. Cumulatively, across all Machinise operations, over 950 people have been arrested and over £10 million worth of criminal value seized. And in May 2026, the Home Office launched a new £30 million High Street organised crime unit, bringing together HMRC, the NCA, trading standards, immigration enforcement and police under permanent coordinated command. HMRC has announced over 30,000 enforcement interventions planned for 2026/27 targeting tax fraud, money laundering, illegal working and counterfeit goods. The Treasury Minister's message was unusually blunt. Owners of dodgy shops that are evading tax, we are coming for you. Reason number 4, the counterfeit goods trade funds a parallel underground banking system, and the NCA says it is widespread across the Chinese diaspora in the UK. The fake handbag on the shelf is one end of a financial chain. What runs beneath it is the reason this is a serious organised crime investigation rather than a trading standards matter. Chinese citizens are legally restricted to transferring the equivalent of $50,000 per year out of China for personal purposes. To circumvent this, criminal networks in the UK sell the proceeds of crime, cash from counterfeit goods, drug supply, fraud, to Chinese nationals here. Those individuals transfer equivalent sums through accounts in China. The dirty money enters the financial system abroad as clean funds. The NCA has stated that this underground banking system is widespread among the Chinese diaspora in the UK. The scale of what this produces when left unchecked was exposed by the Metropolitan Police's Operation Camden, a 3-year investigation that resulted in the conviction of 7 Chinese nationals for laundering over £55 million between February 2020 and June 2023. The ringleader received 12 years in prison. The 7 defendants received a combined total of 24 years and 11 months. Officers found £104,000 stuffed in a carrier bag hidden in a wardrobe at a Canary Wharf flat, and multiple cash counting machines at a second address. The operation was run through a Chinese messaging app. The head of the network used the handle, "There is a big sun in the sky." Reason number 5. £1 billion of criminal cash is laundered through British high street businesses every year, and the counterfeit goods network feeds directly into it. These are the NCA's own numbers, not estimates from campaign groups, not opposition claims, official intelligence. The NCA calculates that at least £12 billion of criminal cash is generated in the UK every year, with £1 billion of that laundered specifically through high street businesses, mini-marts, barber shops, vape stores, souvenir shops, sweet shops. Lord Bichard, chair of National Trading Standards, confirmed these networks are also often linked to wider offending, including money laundering, exploitation, and violence. The mechanism is straightforward. Criminal cash from counterfeit goods sales is mixed with declared takings, banked as legitimate business revenue, and recycled back into the criminal economy as clean money. According to the United Nations Commission on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, counterfeiting is now the second largest source of criminal income worldwide, second only to illegal drugs. When a customer buys a fake watch off a shelf in Camden, they are not just getting a substandard product. They are contributing to a financial pipeline that funds drug supply, people trafficking, and illegal immigration networks across Britain. So here is where Britain stands in June 2026. 19 Chinese nationals arrested. Millions in counterfeit goods seized across London. Illegal factories shut down. some of them staffed by workers who were sleeping on the premises and had nowhere else to go. £13 million seized nationally in a single month under Operation Machinise 2. £55 million laundered through Chinese underground banking by 7 people jailed for a combined 24 years. £1 billion cleaned through the high street every year, while honest traders beside them pay their taxes and wonder why they cannot compete. Operation Machinise is now a permanent enforcement framework, with further phases running through 2026. 30,000 HMRC interventions are planned this financial year. The raids are getting larger, the arrests are accumulating, but Camden High Street has been raided over and over, and the shops keep reopening. Because the warehouses supplying them, the underground banks washing the money, and the networks trafficking the workers remain for now one step ahead. The 19 arrests made in this London sweep are real disruption. Whether they reach the architecture behind the shopfront is the only question that matters. Subscribe to British Front Media.